Let's be honest with each other for a second. Just you and me. No cameras, no filters, no performance, just the raw, uncomfortable truth that keeps you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. You are not where you're supposed to be, are you? You can feel it. It's a quiet, gnawing ache in your chest, a heaviness that doesn't go away even when you're laughing with friends or distracting yourself with your phone. It's the feeling that you are drifting, that the best version of you is slowly fading. You realize how fast the years are slipping through your fingers. 2023 is gone, 2024 is gone, and now you're staring down the barrel of 2026, terrified that it is going to look exactly the same as the last 5 years. That is the nightmare, isn't it? The nightmare isn't failure. The nightmare is standing in the exact same spot with the exact same bank account, the exact same body, the exact same toxic relationships, and the exact same excuses 1 year from today. I am here to wake you up. The identity you have built and the habits you cling to are on fire. You have two choices: stay inside and burn with the wreckage of your past potential, or walk out the front door and build something new. To rebuild yourself in 2026, you have to be willing to do the one thing that terrifies humans more than anything else. You have to be willing to die psychologically. The old you, the version that negotiates with mediocrity and seeks comfort over purpose, must be laid to rest. Rebuilding yourself isn't a renovation project or a fresh coat of paint. It is a demolition. Demolition is violent, loud, and messy. You have to admit that the architect of your current misery is you. It wasn't your boss, your ex, or the economy. It was your inability to control your mind and your refusal to sit in the discomfort of growth. Victims don't build empires. The moment you take radical responsibility for everything wrong in your life is when you gain the power to fix it. Your brain is a survival machine, not a success machine. It craves familiarity, even if that familiarity is toxic. It would rather you be depressed and predictable than happy and uncertain. When you try to step into the unknown, your mind declares war on you, flooding you with doubt. If you are waiting for the perfect time or for motivation to strike like lightning, you are going to die waiting. You have to act before you feel. You have to move while your hands are shaking. How do we actually rebuild from the ashes? It starts with solitude. We live in a world terrified of silence, plugging our ears to drown out the voice in our heads. But that whisper is where your truth lives. You need to disappear for a while, a season of isolation. You cannot find yourself in the noise. Imagine giving yourself 6 months of absolute ferocious focus. Stop announcing your moves on social media and stop seeking approval from people who are just as lost as you. In the dark of isolation, you face your demons. You dissect the old you until you understand the mechanics of your failure. It looks ugly at first, like a construction site full of mud and holes, but you are laying the groundwork for a skyscraper. This requires digging deep and clearing the debris. It is profoundly lonely. People will leave you. They will call you obsessive or say you've changed. Good. If you are still the same person you were last year, you are failing the test of life. Growth demands that you outgrow people and shed relationships based on your old weaknesses. Think about the bricks. You don't build a new life overnight, that's too big. You lay one brick at a time. Reclaim just 1 hour a day, the first hour of the morning. The architecture of the morning is the architecture of your life. If you wake up and grab your phone to scroll, you have admitted defeat. You are reacting to the world's chaos before you have even put on your armor. To rebuild, you must become the master of your morning. Move your body, feed your mind, and sit in silence. Set your intention before the world tells you what is urgent. This is about self-concept clarity and rewriting the narrative of who you are. We all have scripts. I'm not good at math, or I'm unlucky. These are not facts. They are stories written by a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. Fire the writer and pick up the pen to write a new, powerful character. Engage in post-traumatic growth. Strength is forged in the fire, and a broken bone can heal stronger than it was before. Your failures are not tombstones, they are stepping stones. Stop looking at your scars as signs of damage and start seeing them as proof of survival. You are still breathing, which means you are not done. Use the accountability mirror. If you are lazy, admit it. The truth is the only solid ground you can build on. Face it until you make it. Embrace the concept of the void, the space between who you were and who you are becoming. It feels empty, like you've lost your identity, but you are just in transition. You have let go of the old bar, but haven't caught the new one yet. Don't scramble back to the old safe habits. Stay in the air and trust the momentum. Establish non-negotiable standards. Standards are for people who want to change their essence. Reaching a point where wasting a day feels foreign is when the shift happens. Stop waiting for permission. No one is going to tap you on the shoulder and tell you that you're ready. If you want a new life, you have to snatch it from the jaws of your own resistance. Be willing to be the villain in someone else's story so you can be the hero in your own. Think about the energy you've leaked worrying about opinions from people who wouldn't attend your funeral. It is enough. Apply a tourniquet of absolute laser-like focus on your own lane. Visualize 2026 as a destination. See the rebuilt you, how they walk and speak. There is a calmness in their eyes because they kept promises to themselves. That person is screaming at you from the future to put down the distractions. The bridge to that future is pain. You can't hack it. You must walk through the pain of discipline. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Choose the pain that transforms you rather than the pain that destroys you. This is a war for your soul, and the enemy is the voice in the mirror that says, tomorrow. Suffocate that voice with action. Treat today with reverence as a precious, non-renewable resource. What are you carving into the stone of today? An object at rest stays at rest, and right now, you are stuck. Liftoff takes 80% of the fuel. These first few weeks of rebuilding will feel impossible, like gravity is pulling you down with 10 times its normal force. That is a sign you are breaking orbit. When you break orbit, the habits that feel like torture today will feel like freedom tomorrow. Audit your circle. If you are the most ambitious person in the room, you are in the wrong room. You need to be a small fish in a big pond to level up. Solitude is better than negative influence. Rebuild in silence, and the right warriors will find you. Destroy the illusion that you have time. Life is fragile and can be snatched away. Do not die with your song still inside you. Hell is meeting the person you could have been and realizing you are total strangers. Break the cycle of being a walking zombie waiting for the weekend. Prepare for the valley of silence where excitement fades. This is the moment that kills 99% of dreams. You are fighting the physics of the entire modern world designed to keep you lethargic and fearful. You are swimming upstream against a current of comfort. In this phase, you will feel like nothing is happening, but that is the lag time. Understand the science of the bamboo tree. It builds a massive root system for 5 years before shooting up 80 feet in 6 weeks. You are in the root-building phase. Do not judge the day by the harvest, but by the seeds you plant. Fall in love with the unsexy, monotonous grind. This separates masters from dabblers. Every time you choose discipline, you are literally rewiring the physical structure of your brain, strengthening the neural pathways of success. Your old self is a master manipulator that will use your trauma against you. Use cognitive reframing. When your brain says, "This is too hard," reframe it to, "This is what rebuilding feels like." Journaling is a tactical weapon to drag fear out into the light where it loses power. Beware of the crab bucket effect. Your growth will insult the stagnation of those around you. They will try to pull you back down with subtle jokes. Be ruthless with your energy and walk alone if you must. Reach into your mental cookie jar of everything you have already survived. You operate at 40% capacity. When your mind says you're done, you have a reserve tank. Pain is the portal. A lobster only grows when its shell becomes uncomfortable. Seek out the friction and stop negotiating with your lower self. You are a dictatorship, not a democracy. Remove decision fatigue by making greatness your default setting. Anchor yourself to a why that is bigger than a house or a car. Jack Ma failed dozens of times because he refused to let circumstances define his destiny. Burn the boats. Plan B is just a distraction. When you have no option but to succeed, you become dangerous. Fail forward and embrace being bad at something new. The only true failure is staying down. Stop waiting for closure or apologies from those who hurt you. Heal yourself. Amor fati. Love your fate and the struggle. The underdog story is the masterpiece you are currently writing. Practice radical gratitude for the breath in your lungs. It is the antidote to fear. Rebuilding requires a mind that sees opportunity where others see dead ends. When bad habits scream the loudest, it is an extinction burst, the death rattle of the old you. Hold the line. Protect your focus as the new IQ. Curate your inputs and stop arguing with strangers. Every minute spent on someone else's life is a minute stolen from your own. You cannot change the seasons, but you can change yourself. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. If the room is too small, break the ceiling. Obsessed is just the word the lazy use to describe the dedicated. Do not rebuild on a foundation of bitterness. Revenge is dirty fuel. You need the clean fuel of purpose and love for your potential. Forgive others to find your own peace and cut the anchor to the past. As you move toward 2026, celebrate the green shoots of the new you, but never get complacent. Success is a rented title. The mountain has no top. You are a perpetual construction site, and that means your potential is infinite. Imagine standing on a cliff with your past burning behind you and a fog of uncertainty ahead. Walk into the fog and trust that the ground will appear. Rebuilding a soul is a solo project. Stop waiting for a helping hand when you have two at the end of your arms. When you re-enter the world, consciously flip the script from victim to survivor. Build self-efficacy through small, undeniable wins. Be a collector of evidence. When you start winning, watch out for the upper limit problem, where you try to self-sabotage to return to normal. Reset your thermostat to a higher temperature of success. Embrace Kaizen, continuous improvement. Fall in love with the climb and the calluses on your hands. Become anti-fragile. Get stronger when you are stressed. Don't say, "Why me?" Say, "Try me." This is about your lineage and breaking generational curses. You are the pivot point for your family tree. 2026 demands deep work and digital minimalism. Invest in your body as a billion-dollar machine. Align yourself with the flow of life. Do the work and surrender the outcome. The universe bends toward those who refuse to be denied. Colonel Sanders started at 65. Your history doesn't dictate your destiny. Make the decision to cut off the retreat and burn the bridge. Imagine December 31st, 2026. You are calm and steady, looking back at this moment when you were lost. You smile because the struggle made you who you are. Collapsing the wave function of possibility requires action now. Kill the noise, master the morning, and do the hard thing first. Audit your circle and embrace the void. Forgive yourself and look forward. This is the show and the clock is ticking. Write a role of power and dignity. Rebuild yourself. Listen to me. I know you're tired. I know you feel too broken. Silence that voice. You don't have to fix your whole life tonight. Just decide to not go back to who you were yesterday. That spark is enough. The version of you that commands respect is buried under the rubble of your fears. Dig them out. It's going to hurt, but on the other side is freedom. Don't wait for Monday. The fire is burning, the phoenix is rising, and its name is you.